Zapatos!
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insights? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar podcast, presented by Chiefs Blitz and sponsored by Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. If you're looking for a real estate expert, call Eric Haynes today at 816-729-3785. That's 816-729-3785. Now, here is your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Welcome back to the next edition of Four Guys in a Bar, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a bottom on the right-hand corner there. Just click on that and you'll be all in. And I'm your host, Nick Athan, former publisher of War Paint Illustrated. Next to me, Mr. Hense Todd, our producer and partner extraordinaire, part of Bow Tie Sports. Check out his show every Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock. And he and Coach Dre do a bang-up job talking about all things sports in Kansas City and whatever the national headlines are. And we certainly get a lot of national headlines, that's for sure. Hey, before we get started on the Friday edition of the Four Guys in a Bar, I want to talk about our sponsor, and that would be Mr. Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. He is one of my best friends. He's also the man that somehow found a way to make sure that the house that Emily and I wanted got done. It took months. It was a long process. There were a lot of ups and downs. There were a lot of doubts. But he never gave up. He always said, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to work out. And he kept his word. He and his team worked endlessly and tirelessly to make sure it happens. And he'll do the same for you. So if you're looking to sell a house, if you're looking to buy a house in the greater Kansas City metropolitan area, or if you're outside the area, he will find a trusted real estate advisors that you can work with so you don't have to go through that hassle. So give him a call today at 816-729-3785. or email him at esellskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Chief Who? There it is.
Ooh, Chiefs Who, Chiefs Who, Chiefs Who. Lou stumped us on Wednesday. That's for sure. We had no clue. No clue.
Kareem called me out, man. I could.
He did. All right. Well, that's the signature baritone voice of Mr. Lou Montagna.
There you go, Hensley. Hensley.
And of course, Mr. Andre Tillman, the coach. Wow, all the senior partner to Hense in their show, Bow Tie Sports, on Saturdays at 1 o'clock on YouTube. But hey, guys, how are you?
Wait, hold on, wait. You missing again? What's the deal?
I know I don't get any love from Hense, man. I swear to God.
He introduced the product and he don't get no answer.
I don't get nothing.
Hey,
oh my God, man! What's going on?
Sir Elton waiting in the wings. There you go.
Comes out, introduce.
You know, it's late. It doesn't count the same in my emotional capacity to forgive you.
Oh my God, man!
Hey, he said Lou. Then he said Dre. Then I was going to work my way around.
He should have said. As soon as he got off the introduction, his song should have been rocking and rolling.
It's all right. It's all right. Elton John and I still, we're still standing. That's for sure.
Some timing issues in the offense.
We'll get there. It's still our off season.
Don't give me slugger of the week.
Look at how he changes the subject.
Listen. Don't give me slugger of the week. That's on the producer. That's on the producer, man. That's the producer's fault. Let me slugger of the week. Shoot.
Hey, I want to shout out. We had nearly 700 people on the last show. We appreciate all of you. Again, please subscribe. There's a button right here on the right-hand corner. All you got to do is hit subscribe. It's automatic. We'd love to have you join. We're going to do a special prize at 1,000 and a super prize when we hit 10,000.
Is that the super prize behind you?
Also,
I'm not commenting yet.
Okay.
Also, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's helping the page grow on Facebook. We have I think over 200 more new followers. Also, if you in the comments, if you're on Facebook or in whatever you watch it from, hit @followers to bring us more of your people that follow you to follow the show, for they can get some love too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm happy for it. Let's go.
All right.
So how long ago did they add that? I noticed that and highlight.
I think it's new.
Yes, I think it's new. Yes,
followers or add highlight, and everybody has the ability to do that
Yeah, man.
whenever they comment.
If you can watch, never mind. Never mind. I'm just saying.
Hey,
click on the button, man.
Before we start the show, and again, the self-appointed ombudsman of the show, I'm throwing a flag against myself. I owe Coach an apology. I called him out last show. He was talking about a song by Cameo by the name of She's Strange. Of course, it's Cameo. In my brain, I don't know why, but the Bar-Kays have a song called Freakeristic, and I cannot separate those two in my head. So I apologize. Coach was right.
Hey.
Cameo, She's Strange. It's a jam. I certainly recommend listening to Freakeristic because Freakeristic. It's all one word. Freakeristic. Yes.
Hey, give me some hand claps over there, production. Give me some hand claps.
She was wearing those red shoes.
Hey, listen, She's Strange, one of my favorite jams because it starts off. The instrumental was like 3 minutes, man, like of nothing. They're just playing straight out. That's a song you can sip and ride to going down. There you go. Yeah, that's love. Hey, listen, what's Vince talking about? Push it, salt and pepper. What are you pushing? Hopefully sauce. Hopefully you pushing that sauce, man. Talking about pushing.
Yeah, he's trying to. Vince is trying to get the sauce in the new Hallmark Chiefs movie.
Oh.
If we had your restaurant open, buddy, we could probably swing that.
Heck yeah. The Gap Band is nice too, though, Vince. Yeah, it's a lot of good jams back in the day. But anyway, let's get to it, man. What's going on, Bo?
He's distracted.
He's distracted. What are you looking at there?
Hey, it's all in your eyes, player. It's all in your eyes.
I got a message from Mr. Mango, so I was checking the message. But again, man, we got a lot of that's going on in the show today. But before we get the show started, I heard. What do y'all think about the FC award last night? Was y'all entertained? Did you watch it?
Well, do you want me to speak on it? Because Lou already know. My girl Caitlin Clark did her thing. Do you hear me? Hey, outstanding performance, man. Best college player, best woman college athlete, man. I mean, she earned it. She earned it, man.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's amazing, man.
She's phenomenal. She's I read something today that now the WNBA players are flying privately instead of commercial.
You see what I'm saying?
I think that happened like before the season started.
Yeah. I didn't pay attention to that, but yeah.
LeBron was he was the one that was quoted, a couple of times saying, "Hey, she got you flying private." You got to give her. You got to give her.
Be bashing her.
But I think we were talking about it before the show, and I think it was just, to the uninitiated fans or people that don't know her game outside of just watching her shoot logo threes are like, I don't want to say shocked, but almost mesmerized by the fact that she's an all-around player. She doesn't have to score 30 a game to have a huge impact. And everything that she does, she makes the right basketball play, makes her team better. I mean, it's hard to compare one player for player, gender for gender. But I think this, in terms of impact, I think this is more Magic Johnson coming into the NBA versus, say, like a Michael Jordan that was all about scoring a ton of points early on, where Magic was just making that team better every night.
Good point.
So I think, again, she's not 6'9", she's whatever, but she definitely makes those teammates. I'm sure they're starting to realize it too. Much better every day.
Your shots. She's setting you up for success. I'll tell you that. Just hit your shots. That's all it is. Hit your shots, man.
But I did not watch the ESPYs, so I mean, was there anything? How was Serena as the hostess?
Oh, she was good, man.
She made a crack about Harrison Butker. I mean,
I did see that. Somebody tweeted Harrison caught a stray.
Yeah, he was there from my understanding. He was in the audience. So
international man of mystery.
I don't know. ESPN writes his stuff, and ESPN's kind of Anyway, I don't want to get into politics today.
I got you. We not.
Yeah,
I did see a redo of Big Red's speech collecting Patrick's award.
Job. He did a really nice job.
Yeah.
The obligatory red tie.
Yep.
So Ruben just posted. He just said, lower the rim. I want to see dunks. Well, Ruben, with women, it's more than dunks, man.
Watch the NBA, Ruben.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, you want to watch fundamental of basketball, man. Hey, this is fundamental.
There's a few of the women who can dunk it. Absolutely.
I mean, they can buy themselves full speed.
In game situations is difficult to see. You're just not going to see it.
I mean, just, from the side,
it's rare. It's very rare.
Right. Well, hey,
it is.
Listen, it is what it is, and Andy did a great job last night, and Patrick Mahomes cleaned up.
Yeah, he did.
And he is the best NFL player, which is impressive considering the fact that I think by everybody's standards, this was probably not his best season as a quarterback, but he got the Chiefs to back-to-back Super Bowls, something that hasn't happened in 20 years. And without him, there are no Super Bowls.
Right. So, I would say statistically, maybe it wasn't, but I mean, one might argue for what he did for that team that may have been his best year.
Right. Speaking of what, like the receivers that he had to work with, the talent that was around him, the guys still, put up an effort, not just in the playoffs, just not in the playoffs. Like mid-season, he started coming around. Like he had
season. They struggled through the entire regular season trying to figure out who the hell they were.
But yeah, it did. Like my biggest moment for him, I think, for this deserved his award was like in the playoffs when that cracked helmet moment happened for me. It was like a Darth Vader moment, It was like a Goku moment or something like that for being to see the crack him. I got to get that picture.
I got that.
So that's what you said when you hear other great players or whatever, and you go through the comparisons, and typically it comes down to everybody throwing out stats and rings or whatever. But how many signature moments do these guys have? When you talk about these guys, what was the signature play they had that really made them special? What was the signature game? Whatever it happens to be. And for him, you could point. It's not hard to figure out. There's like 10 of them. At least.
I think there are 3 plays that I identify with him. One was the 20-yard pass against the San Francisco 49ers in Kansas City, where he hit Chris Conley after he ran 50 yards the opposite direction in the back of the end zone.
Yep.
Obviously, the pass to Tyreek Hill in the Ravens game. And to me,
on fourth down, throwing
fourth
back
down with
across
fourth
the
down
field.
with the number 1 seed on the line, and then the pass to Sammy Watkins winning the first AFC Championship game in 50 years. That pass and the crowd yelling Sammy before Patrick threw the ball. Yeah. I mean, I got goosies right now thinking about it.
Well, that's what I say. There's so many of them, Nick. Right. I mean, how about the run before the halftime in that game?
Yeah.
I mean, that run will go down in NFL annals.
No, yeah.
Listen, mine was when Patrick Mahomes got beat down in Tampa Bay, right? When he got beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I watched that game, I said he got my respect. Because he kept fighting. Yeah, man, when he got beat by the GOAT. But I'm saying this. When Mahomes got beat, right, I earned a lot of respect for Mahomes because he kept fighting. He kept fighting. That's why I respect it. And then in the press conference, he spoke like he didn't throw nobody under the bus.
Nope.
He took his butt whooping. He took his butt whooping like a man, accepted it. That's what I respect about Patrick Mahomes, man, because he took it and he kept fighting. He didn't give up and he kept fighting.
And for all those all the troll that came out and said how horribly he played in that Super Bowl and he can't be the greatest of all time. Right. Listen to some of the mic'd up of the Tampa Bay players on the sideline after some of those throws that he made that hit people in the face. And he's on his side. He's like almost like even to the ground, and he's hitting Tyreek in the helmet. There's so many plays where he just made throws that are just unhuman, And you hear these guys on the sideline like, what the hell was it? I mean, it's whatever. There's so many plays that you could go back to.
Remember Travis Kelce dropped that 120-yard first down on third down. He dropped that pass. That wasn't on Mahomes. That was on the player. The players let Mahomes down, but he didn't throw him under the bus though, and that's why I respect Mahomes. He didn't throw him under the bus. He said that was on me. That was on me.
He always says, I gotta put the ball, even with the issues with MVS and the deep balls and he just said, I got to put it in a better spot.
Yep.
I mean, if it's not right on his hands, it's got to be right at the numbers. It's just got to be a perfect pass, and he takes full responsibility. And no one does that.
Right.
I mean, I think Burrow comes the closest from the quarterbacks and Josh Allen.
Hey, we don't speak about Burrow.
Hold on.
Let
me make my point. From a perspective of those are the three guys in the AFC, in my opinion, that take full accountability for their play, good or bad.
I agree.
And they praise others. Now, obviously, Mahomes is a notch above both of them, and that's obvious. Just in the Super Bowl wins, the 6 consecutive AFC title games, et cetera, et cetera. But I think when Andy spoke last night, I thought it was pretty impressive in the way that he described Patrick as saying, he goes in the huddle and says, be great on every play.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get that. You don't hear that outside of Kansas City. You don't hear that with other teams. That's how driven and motivated he is. And he understands the importance of every single play in a football game.
Definitely.
And that's why he's won 3 of the last 4 or 5 Super Bowls. And that's why he's probably going to win 3 of the next 4, 5, or 6, in my opinion.
It's the will. I think Patrick Mahomes' will is unmatched, man.
Yeah.
If we can pop your kneecap right back in place with no trainers, that's amazing.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I've said it 100 times, there's Ali, there's Jordan, there's Tiger,
there's
and now there's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. And then there's me, Mr. Goat But again, man, talk about Patrick Mahomes. Hey, Patrick Mahomes is what they got, congratulations to them. They got, their third child they got coming along. We don't know if it's gonna be a boy or a girl yet. Nobody knows the sex. But again, the man is out here.
He's having great. As far as that goes, he's doing a great job, man. I'll tell you that. He's doing a great job.
Look at that. Oh, that's so cute.
Dang, third one.
Good for them. I love it. They hope I have a swift and safe pregnancy. Appreciate that that extra tidbit there.
Swift.
Yes.
Play on words there.
A little play on words.
Look at Mango.
They look happy. They're riding the top of the world. They just had a 3-4 week European vacation, went golfing, Formula One, had to do all these great things. Taylor Swift concert.
Hey, she's athletic.
Time with the kids.
She's very athletic.
Where were the 2 little ones on this trip?
There's actually a video.
I didn't see them.
They actually made a video first, and with the 2 little kids.
You think they travel with an au pair?
Probably more than one.
I'll tell you,
because it looked like his mom was in the audience at the ESPYs last night.
She was there, I think, with Patrick's sister as well. So hey, congrats. Now we kind of did the math. If she's 2 months along,
come on with it.
We're looking at February.
Great times I had the baby right before the Super Bowl. Hey, listen.
Yes.
Hey, it's happened. Didn't it happen?
Hey, the real question is, guys, is Mahomes
didn't happen with Jason?
Is he going to miss the Super Bowl?
Didn't that happen with Jason Kelce?
I think so.
They were expecting around that time.
Yeah, they were. I think so.
Hey guys, is Mahomes going to miss the Super Bowl when that baby comes? Is he going to say no?
No, I don't think he will. I don't think she would. She would.
Yeah, he's not doing that.
Hey, Father of the Year. Hey, I won't be mad. Hey, he put his kids first. He said, "Hey, next man up."
Kareem bringing it. Yeah, actually, Tyreek may be one of the more prolific ones.
He's got a whole offensive team.
Hey, Antonio Cromartie. I mean, he's had several. Sean Alexander, but they're all have the same mother. He's got like 10 or 11 kids.
Hey, no, he's up to 13.
Who?
And 13? What about the Phillip Rivers? I think he's up to like a whole team.
He's got 11 or 12.
Oh, no, yeah. Kurt Warner got a load.
Well, they adopted a lot of their kids too.
Oh, okay, well, there it is.
Yeah, but it still counts.
Yeah, it's a lot of that's a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of noise. That's for sure.
Ruben, I tell you what,
definitive,
Ruben, don't hate me, Ruben. Don't hate me. Don't bring that negativity from Arizona. Don't hate me, Ruben. I'm just
speaking.
Now, Pat, hold on.
How many kids you have, Lou?
3.
Okay.
Drake?
That's undisclosed right now.
Oh, okay.
Undisclosed.
They're still counting.
It's still 10.
They're still looking for a bunch of them.
I got 10 kids pending right now. I got 10 pending right now.
I got 10 kids.
We know of one. He came in on the show last
Wednesday. Shout out to my son, man. My oldest kid. Nah, I got 3. I got 3 boys.
Yeah, all right,
nice. Good. Yeah. I got 3.
Yep, I got 4.
So we have 10. We have 10 amongst us. So because you have Tyreek, he's out there getting it done, man.
Hey, man, it's like that documentary that's on Netflix. It's
apparently the guy that's got 1,000 kids has over 1,000 children floating out there somewhere.
No, do you know how many? You know how tired you would be to have 1,000 some kids?
Well, no, he don't. He was a donor.
Okay,
so he got they rang the cash register 1,000 times at the bank. Damn. And apparently it was an error. I don't know. I haven't seen the documentary yet. But anyway, we're going off the rails here. Sorry.
We all right. My bad. I'm just saying, how you gonna feed 20 kids in one house, though? You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do?
No wonder Tyreek wants a raise. All right, I'm done. I can't.
You know what? Nick, you started it, Nick. You started it, man. I'm just saying. That's true, though.
I know.
Chad Johnson right there too, though. Chad Johnson right there too.
So we got some wide receivers on the team this year.
Yeah, we got a few.
You guys want to talk about that?
Yeah, we'll segue now, as everybody knows.
Before we get it, we're gonna give a shout out to not only Patrick is won the Super Bowls, but if it wasn't for this man himself, Mr. Chris Jones, he got an award to number 1 defensive tackle in the NFL.
The best defensive player for the Kansas City Chiefs, the best ever.
Best ever? Can't go there. No.
I know. I'm gonna ruffle some feathers today.
But again, they don't mean congratulations. If it weren't for Chris Jones, I want to say Chiefs never won all 3 days.
No.
They may have won 1 out of 3, but they weren't winning all 3.
He stopped the GOAT, Joe Burrow, man, from
and how he's a GOAT, sir.
He didn't do a whole lot in Super Bowl 57, but 59 or 58 and 54, he made big plays. So yeah,
if you listen to the Eagles fans, that's because the field was like greased down, and none of the pass rushers could get footing.
Yeah. Excuses.
Now, what makes a player a GOAT?
What makes a player the GOAT?
You said Burrow's the GOAT. What's the GOAT?
We ain't talking about Burrow, sir. Hey, we ain't talking about Burrow. We are not talking about Burrow. We are.
Burrow's a lamb. Burrow's a lamb. He's no
now here's the thing. Yeah. If the term, and this is my biggest pet peeve, and one of them at least, I'm sure you can.
You have a few.
I have many of them, but GOAT stands for greatest of all time. That is a singular thing, right?
Greatest.
There is no there's this guy. There's 7 GOATs or 8. No, there isn't. It's the greatest of all time, and to me, it's still the original one that deemed himself the greatest of all time, and it was Muhammad Ali. That's it.
Yeah. Wait, Sugar Ray Robinson wasn't the GOAT.
Man, Sugar Ray Robinson went no better than Muhammad Ali. Drake,
Sugar Ray Robinson was the truth. See,
did you see it? Did you see him fight?
Yeah, right. I watched the
highlight. I saw Muhammad Ali fight.
Yeah, okay, so whatever.
The Thriller in Manila. I was listening on my AM radio at 4:00 in the morning.
Now that was a good fight. Okay, how about?
Hey, Lou. Anyway,
Lou, how about Roy Jones Jr.? How about Roy Jones Jr.?
Whatever. I'm just saying there's one GOAT, and I'm not saying just in boxing, just everything. Okay. He was the greatest of all time. That's it. Case closed. All this other BS about this guy being a GOAT, this guy. No, there's one.
So who's your GOAT, Lou? Who's your GOAT, Lou?
Ali.
No. Who's your GOAT in NFL? Who's your GOAT?
He said the great of all time. But Ali did get beat. So if somebody that never got beat It has to
Ooh,
be.
I don't know.
You know,
He
it
got
has
a
to
point.
Well,
I don't care.
Got a point.
There were a lot of reasons
It has
for
to
that
be
too.
Mayweather. It had to be Mayweather. If
Mayweather is undefeated.
Mayweather,
I
and
don't
he's
care.
really be the GOAT. Y'all don't know.
No. Give me Sugar Ray Leonard.
Again, give
Sugar Ray Leonard.
give us a signature fight that he had, even though he's undefeated.
Tracy
Again,
Myers.
he's in there.
know,
He's
fight.
completely defense. He's stick and moves. I mean, there's no knockouts with him.
No, it's just win on points, and cash the checks.
Ali was one of one. That's it. Case closed. Forget it.
Yeah.
Loses Muhammad Ali. Nick, who was yours, Nick?
Greatest fighter of all time?
Greatest athlete of all time.
Athlete.
Greatest athlete.
That's a tough question.
You're
talking about all different sports.
That's
Different
what we do
sport.
here.
Yeah.
Well, I would, I think there's a debate of whether you can say Muhammad Ali was a great athlete.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay.
Did anybody ever move like him?
Yeah. No, as far as, the grace and the style and the way that he played.
Power.
I mean, I've never seen anybody do anything on skates like I saw Wayne Gretzky. I've never seen anybody do that with skates and a stick and scoring goals.
Yeah.
And from an athletic standpoint, consider this about Gretzky. He was not the biggest dude on the ice.
No.
He wasn't the most physical. In fact, he was not physical at all. He was finesse.
Well,
He was speed, style.
There's like a stat. You could take away all his goals and he'd still be the leading scorer.
Yes.
Ever.
Think
about that.
Yeah, from an athletic standpoint, I would say Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, from an athletic, pure, physical, mental championships.
You still didn't pick one.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Gretzky.
Okay, Bo, you next.
I'm gonna have to.
Too many damn gold jackets, man. We talking about your gold jackets. There's a bunch of them. I need one. I need one, man.
One golden jacket. If I had to hand out one golden jacket and a golden jacket to the best athlete of all time, it had to go. I think I had to go with Lou too, or Mayweather. I think Mayweather. I go Mayweather.
Go Mayweather. He's undefeated.
He's undefeated.
It's amazing. It's amazing the age difference between us two and you two.
Hey, you know what? Mine's with LT. Mine's Lawrence Taylor.
Ooh.
All right.
Lawrence Taylor, man, he does it all. Derek Thomas can rush the quarterback. I mean, amazing, right? I get that, but LT can do it. He can cover, rush. His IQ was the next level, man. The man wasn't even paying attention. He wasn't paying attention in the room. He sleep, and he got up on the board and broke down the whole play. Like, who does that?
Yeah.
Like, who does that?
You can't go. You know what? You can't go wrong. There were so many. There's been, so many great athletes. So many. I mean,
LT was getting lit and sacking quarterbacks and covering, man.
Yeah, I mean,
and he was coaching team. Like he was. If he wanted to, he could have been a coach.
Yeah.
That's why I say LT. I would have said Deion, but Deion, like, I broke both of them down. Deion was good, but LT made more of an impact.
Mayweather, you see Mayweather fight. It looked like somebody's hitting him, but they ain't hit him. They ain't even touching him.
Mayweather, his defense is crazy.
He dug and dodged it. You like, Jesus Christ. And
he was great.
Somebody the fundamental of boxing, but if you had to put Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson in the ring, who's winning that fight?
Oh, Ali's winning that fight.
No, Ali taking that fight.
No,
I'll say
prime to prime. No question.
Ali, no. I'm talking about Cassius Clay. I ain't talking about Muhammad. Cassius Clay is my favorite version. That man was quick on his feet. Boy, he had some pop in them hands, boy. Like I like Cassius Clay. I like Cassius Clay.
All right, let's get a couple comments here. Demetria says Mayweather didn't turn into defensive fighter until he got old. Look him beating up the snot out of Mickey Ward and Gotti. He makes a good point.
Yeah. Good
Kareem, my favorite fighter is either Marvelous Marvin Hagler or Tommy Hearns. Can't.
Hearns okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't go there.
He couldn't go to distance.
That was one of the that was the greatest round of boxing ever.
Yeah.
I think it was the first round. And it was just 3 minutes of just guys teeing off. I mean, there was no stick and move. They were toe to toe. Just that was nuts.
I pay to watch that fight again. You hear me? I pay good money to watch that fight. We ain't gonna see that again.
Yeah. Those are the days.
Yeah, those were the good days.
Yeah. Hey, Ken's got a comment too. Greatest of all time, Jim Thorpe. Yeah, can't go wrong.
It's a lot.
Not Bruce Jenner.
No.
He said no.
Decathlon winner.
But speaking of, before we get into the next segments of the show, let's get right back into the man of the hour.
Seriously, I mean,
all right, here we go.
We got to get him out there.
Got to get him out there. We want to help Eric Haynes any way we can. He is my trusted real estate advisor. He's one of my best friends. If you're looking to buy or sell a house in the greater Kansas City metropolitan area or in the surrounding communities, even if you're out of town listening to this podcast, he can help you out. He can find a local realtor that will help you out. So give Eric Haynes a call at 816-729-3785, or you can email him at esaleskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Chief Who.
Hello. That is correct. That is correct.
Hey guys, that'll be a good show though, guys. Our next show should be about the greatest of all time. Everybody pick their guys, and
I think we just did.
I think we just kind of just did it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a teaser though. That was a teaser, Lou. That wasn't like the.
I mean, I think if you're going to do greatest of all time, you have to.
I'm not changing.
You have to break down by. If we're ever going to do something like that, it's going to have to be broken down by sport.
Oh, Lou said he ain't changed. Lou said Ali. Lou said I ain't changing nothing. I'm gonna stick with that.
He's the greatest of all time. I don't.
Bo, see, no, hey, Lou, I said no, Lou. I said because Bo gonna change his mind. But Bo gonna change his mind.
George,
hey, you ask him at the end of the show, he'll already have somebody else. What are you talking about?
He just said George Foreman. He just said George Foreman.
I said George Foreman put Ali on his butt. Ain't nobody put Mayweather on his butt.
Whatever.
No. Sugar Ray stunned him. Sugar Ray stunned him.
Stung him, but he ain't lost.
Yep.
Controversial.
But speaking of the greatest of everyone, we got we'll just be the best wide receiver room for the Patrick Mahomes ever.
No,
you got Xavier Worthy. Everybody's working out. Hollywood Brown doing his Hollywood Brown's. I seen him working out on the moon. So he's still working out everywhere. Then you got Hollywood. You got Worthy. Just he just got into his pads, so he's just out here working out. You got Rasheed Rice. Regio Amangio. I get his name gets correct. I probably
Remigio,
Bo.
Nico Remigio.
But but it's like the cornerback room. It's a lot of receivers that's on this team. It's probably gonna be a receiver that's not on this team that's gonna get cut for somebody other team and probably gonna take one of these other guys' spots. So
I agree.
What you guys got to say about that?
Go ahead, Lou.
Go ahead, Dick.
Well, I think the room as it stands, and we've been talking about wide receivers seems like every week, but the bottom line is you've got Rice, you got Hollywood, you got Worthy that are pretty much locked in. I mean, there's those guys are on the team. We'll see what happens with Rice and how. How soon he's able to play, how late in the season he's going to see what the hell they're going to do with this. But bottom line is, all things being equal, those three guys are kind of locked in. Then you got a couple guys lumped together with KT and Sky that you're not really sure what the team's feeling is. If they're saying that, okay, we drafted Sky in the second round, we have to give him every opportunity to see the potential that we saw in him at Western Michigan. Okay, so then he's probably going to make the team. Kadarius Toney, we traded for him. He's a former first-round pick. This is pretty much it for him. It's now or never. I can't see another team really offering anything for him. They've seen him at two, signature type organizations in the league, historically speaking, at the Giants and at the Chiefs, and we haven't really seen anything from him to say that he's going to be a consistent player. So he's going to get every opportunity to make the team. And then you've got Justin Watson, that may be the most consistent out of all of the guys after the top three, but between, and not to say that he's old, but he's 29 years old. Yes, he can play special teams. So he's got something going for him. But if those two guys, KT or Sky, step up and start to show some consistency, then the decision's easy. So again, it's you got a bunch of guys that are kind of all in the same boat, that they haven't really shown consistency over time. You've got a ton of talent, and that's not to mention Nico and Justin Ross, and Cornell Powell seems like he's been around forever.
Man, talk about it.
Is he ever going to make the 53? Probably not.
And they got Jerron Hayek too. I really like him too.
You got 3 rings though.
And again,
on the depth chart.
I have not seen any Villanova film. I don't know anything about this kid other than they signed him as a UDFA, and evidently, if you're a UDFA and you have a different name than the guys that we've seen not be consistent, you're automatically above them for some reason. I don't know. The chances of him making this team, I think, are very slim, maybe even none. Right. And then you've got Montrell Washington still sitting there, and Philip Brooks, which again are just going to be guys running routes during the summertime.
Special team guys, I see.
So to me, the group potentially can be the best, to answer your question, Hense, because if Rice, Hollywood, and Worthy perform to the level that we think they can, and we've seen them, each of them in spurts, do that. I mean, Rice, second half of last year looked like the light bulb went on. He was all in. We've seen Worthy do spectacular things at Texas.
His gold jacket.
We've seen Hollywood, during specific moments have huge games. I mean, that game against the Dolphins when he was with the Ravens looked like he was going to be the next Randy Moss.
He was the next thing.
So the talent is there.
It's just a consistency.
Again, to sit here and say which one is going to step up, you're just throwing darts. You have no idea.
Okay, Ken said, "Don't forget about Miko Hardman." I don't care about Miko. Miko is
he's in the mix. I mean, they brought
if
him
they keep
back.
6 or 7, he's going to be that guy.
What's he going to do though, guys? Honestly, what is Miko going to do?
Right.
Hey, I feel like it's
I'm just saying, man.
He's
like
a survivor, man. He's got 3 Super Bowl rings.
Man, Mahomes. Okay, another Hollywood with Mahomes. Did Mahomes pump up Miko on the sideline? Remember, he had a meltdown. Mahomes pumped him up. Like, come on, bro.
That's what great players do. They help.
That's what they do. Look at what happened to Miko Hardman.
You want the spinners that on the Cardinals.
Yeah,
I will experience. Hey, don't bring up my team again, sir. Yeah. Now, but honestly though, Justin Ross is my guy, man. I want to see Justin Ross excel.
But looking at this room, man, Rashee Rice, depending on suspension, we all know it's going to come. Depending on what happens with him, Xavier Worthy, I think
too much hype.
I don't think it's too much hype, but
too much sizzle.
Everybody said the Chiefs should have took Coleman from the Bills over Worthy. I've been seeing those tweets out there. But again, you got these are guys I feel like that's going to make the roster right here. Right. This pack right here. Because I think Justin Ross is not. I feel like he's going to outbeat. I think
he's not going to beat Justin Watson. There's no way.
Ooh, Justin Watson been. Hey, Justin Watson been him.
Okay, I feel you're entitled to your opinion.
I feel like Ross is still only 24 years old.
Right. That's why I'm saying, like, if you look at the group, Tony, you don't know if they really gonna keep Tony. Sky Moore, you don't know what's gonna happen. It probably be a surprise training camp trade. Then you got Hollywood Brown, Nico Hardman, the 2 big wide receivers.
He called one catch and everybody Miko. Like, come on, bro. I can catch that.
He had another one. He had the big play, the biggest play. One of the biggest pass plays of the game.
Okay, we putting ice and we putting too much glitter on this dude, man. Listen,
I'm just saying.
What you saying, Bo?
He's in the mix, but you can't say that he's got a better shot than.
No, honestly, I want to see Justin Ross really show, like, give him some plays. Like, give him some plays. I throw the ball at him, man. Give him some touches, man. Give him some targets.
Well, you don't think these guys are out there? I mean, they squeeze in more plays than any team in the league in their workouts.
Justin Ross, though? Give me squeeze enough play for Justin Ross?
Well, no. What I'm saying is he's getting plenty of reps in OTAs in training camp. He
And
has to show, you have to earn those, Dre. They're not going to just say, well, he's bigger than everybody else. We should try to work him in more. If he's not earning it in the OTAs, in training camp, how do you do that? I mean, just because he has potential. I like him too. I think he could be great. He has a different body type and skill set than any one of these guys, but there's got to be something that he's not doing or not showing them to say, okay, you've earned these opportunities to work in some plays for him.
I'll say this, Lou. So who you taking, Miko or Justin? If you had a chance to pick any one of these players between these two, who you taking? Miko
today,
and Justin. Who you taking?
Today I would take Ross just because of the fact that he's a different type of player. They've got some guys with long speed, and McColl, that's kind of, I don't want to say he's a one-trick pony, but he kind of is. He's never been a high volume guy. Not that these other guys are going to be, but he's never been, a consistent catcher of the ball. He's never been consistent in terms of the return game. He has all the potential to bust them. Once he breaks contain, he's gone.
Move.
But it doesn't happen consistently enough. So again, today. But if we're looking at this in August, let's see what happens during training camp. You can't just say, all right, here's the way we're going. But he has to earn those. And again, there's something missing, because again, I think just pure talent, he's one of the top 3 or 4 guys on the wide receiver crew.
Yep. Well, let's get to a couple of the comments. Anonymous Mango. Nate Taylor has been saying this. The Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney could find themselves both traded if they have poor training camps, with Remigio and Justin Ross having great shows. So we'll see there. I mean, I don't think there's any question. I mean, somebody will give the Chiefs a 6 or a 7 for either one of them. I don't think there's any question.
Is it me, or do we give Nate Taylor more run than his own site?
Well, I like Nate. Nate's cool. Nate's good people.
I'm sure he is. Does he reference us at all?
I have no idea. It's just we're just showing some love. The Athletics are great.
It's a beautiful thing, but I do see his name a lot.
It's all good. Ken St. Clair says McColl just runs deep. He should distract the safety.
Thank you, man. That's all he is, a deep runner.
Anita, hey now, McColl got that Super Bowl, no question. Kareem, no way Watson isn't at least a wide receiver 3 to start the season. Y'all are tripping. Anonymous Mango makes a great quote. Basically, Todd did say the Chiefs' plan is to carry 6 receivers. So,
do we think it's up to Dave for the final roster moves?
What's that?
Do we think it's up to Dave Tobe how many receivers they keep?
Well, he's got some of those guys on special teams. John Harrison, I think, signing Hardman spoke a lot about the lack of confidence in KT. If anybody should have been at every OTA working on improvement, it was KT, and he wasn't there. They have a lack of confidence in him, no question.
Yeah.
And speaking of KT, man, I like the kid, man, I really do. But he was the opening fact,
big blaze,
the opening act. For Netflix, of the Randy Moss talking about some people dropping the ball, and everything like that. And I was like, man, that's got to be, if you didn't see the Netflix series Wide Receiver.
You watched it though, bro?
Yeah, I'm watching it. But again, if you have to choose one or two, you cut one, you keep the other.
Scott Moore. I'm keeping Scott Moore.
Which one you keeping, Lou? Which one you keeping?
Gary asked the question: do you see the Chiefs trading him?
I just don't think they're going to get an offer that they would. I mean, if they're dead set on getting rid of him, then of course, they're going to try to, they'll take whatever they can get. But again, I just don't. I think just in that room, Veach, even the wide receiver coaches, I think Reed, I think Nagy, they just can't quit KT because they know what he has in him. So we'll see. Again, just to say one or the other, no, I don't think either of them get traded. If you had to pin me down, I would say one or the other. I mean, Tony's a lot, he was a first-round pick for a reason. He's got more talent. Sky probably a little bit more, character-wise, at least what he's shown is a little bit different. But in terms of talent, you'd have to go with KT.
Hey, Lou, I felt it in my spirit. I knew you was going to say that. Just off the potential what KT can bring to the table, you would say KT because he got the potential to be that guy. But I like Scott Moore because I think he's just a pure slot guy. So I want to see him really be involved into the slot role this year.
Yeah.
But KT got the potential. He got it, man, but his mental's jacked up. He's worrying about other things besides like being dedicated to the team. So that's why I don't really care for KT.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, then you add all that. We haven't even talked about Nico Remigio.
That's my guy there.
I think he
did
could
that.
you know what I mean.
The effort. I'm talking about the effort. Don't just rain on my parade.
I know you mentioned him earlier. I'm just saying.
Rain on my parade.
This is a guy that's going to knock one of those guys out. There's no question about it. You know, he's just
no way, Ruben. We're not taking time over here.
Is he looking? Is out looking? You know, you look into it. Is he going to be the guy that's going to be the hype train, like the eight ball train was? You know, with Justin Ross. Is he going to be that guy for the training camp, or is he going to come out here? I feel like the kid will play well, but it's too many. You got a Xavier Worthy, you got Hollywood Brown, you got
hamstrings,
you got Rasheed Rice, you got Watson, you got Ross. Like these two, you got these two on the team.
Competition.
He's gonna have to have a heck of a training camp. I'm saying a heck of a training camp to come out to even make this team. To be honest, guys, and I feel like Lou will agree with me also. Will you, Lou?
Well, I think if Sky go, I mean, Remigio and Sky seem almost like they might be the same type of player. So I think, you know, who performs better in training camp and puts themselves in a position to be one of the top 5 or 6. And it may come down to that 1v1, you know, who plays, because I don't know that they would keep both of them because they're so similar.
Right. Because Worthy hamstrings got to get stronger. Because I ain't worrying about Worthy.
What you mean? Worthy ain't been Worthy is probably the best wide receiver out there.
How you know, Go Jacket? How you know? He ain't even really got busy yet.
I'm just saying, everybody, it's like everybody knocking on him because his size.
No, because his hamstrings is tender.
How?
He's back to working full strength. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
You can't talk about a hamstring injury in June. And you know, let's see what happens when he gets to camp.
He didn't even get touched on yet. Them hamstrings pop. Put hands and feel on this guy.
Like my son said. He said, we got the true number 1. The Bengals got the pretend number 1 that's wearing the number 1. We're gonna have the true number 1 when it's all
number 1. Who's the true number 1?
Worthy, sir.
Over Chase?
Yes, over Chase.
Oh my gosh, man! You
the Chase Bank.
I know y'all hate the Bengals, but come on now. Worthy is not gonna play as near as good as Chase.
All right, I'm just saying, like,
no, I don't. I'm not going there.
Thank you, Nick. If you watch
the HBO clip, Hard Knocks, if you see how they was, you know, drooling over Xavier Worthy, you know,
I think everybody in the building was, because he ran so fast.
Was phenomenal.
Oh, really? He ran with speed.
He called his shot and he delivered.
He ran with some speed, guys.
Like the coach said. He said, I see competitive in this man. This kid heart. That's why I see like he's gonna go out and go do the second run, because he came here to prove everybody wrong. He came here for competition. He came here to get where he need to be. And I feel like this kid is going to show everybody wrong. You know what I mean?
He got picked because of his speed.
I'm trying to tell you that the Chiefs picked him for a number 1 draft pick. Chiefs didn't pick a number 1 draft pick wide receiver in a long time, and since Mahomes era. And out of everybody else. I said Mahomes era. You talking about Dwayne Bowe?
I'm just saying Dwayne Bowe. He said receiver. Dwayne Bowe did have speed, but he was good. He was solid.
He was a great receiver. All right, let's get to a couple more comments.
Bowe was more like Justin Ross.
Yeah, definitely. Nick Slyman, good friend of mine. This guy hasn't had more than 200 yards the last 2 seasons. You could put anybody in there and get that kind of production. I'll take Nico.
I agree.
John Harrison, KT is similar to what Jamarcus Russell was. Talented, but lacks mental focus on football and improving his play. And then, Ruben.
He's not just speed. He is just speed, Ruben.
I can't wait to see.
He is just speed. Prove me wrong in training camp. Prove me wrong in training camp.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out in a week and a half.
Hold on. We can't just be on the show, just be making takes. You can't just be on here like we just don't know football or something. But again, if you watch the tape of him in college, the kid is not just speed. He's not just speed. His route running is there. You know, his ability to catch the ball is there. The kid
Maserati.
Is not so you can't just say he's just not just speed. The kid is
he has all the potential in the world. And the good news is he doesn't have to be the guy in Kansas City. He
Oh,
didn't necessarily have to be the guy in Texas.
okay.
He just was the guy. And I think that, Andy Reid knows exactly what he has in this kid, and give him time. He's going to take the same route to making plays on the field as Rashee Rice did last year. It's going to take a little time.
How much time, Nick?
Half a season.
Okay. I say about 500 yards for Worthy this year.
Well, if he's got Rice and Hollywood playing ahead of him, or playing, obviously if they're 1 and 2,
right,
and he's the third guy, I think he'll come along. I mean, even quicker, just because
he's number one. He's number one
because he's not really going to get the focus of the defense, right? I mean, I think most of the focus is always going to go towards Travis, but in terms of the receivers, I mean, people know Hollywood and they've seen him and so forth. So as the rookie, he's going to get the benefit of a lot of single coverage, and you might see him make some huge plays, regardless of how well he knows the offense. He may just be able to beat his guy and he's gone, and Patrick will launch. So, and the other piece of it is when you're saying just speed, he put up huge numbers at Texas. All 3 years.
They wasn't putting hands and feet on him. They wasn't putting hands and feet on him.
So,
please.
So again, he's like any other college player right now. You see the potential, you see what they can do. Let's see, once they get to the professional level, can they adapt their game to pro defenses? Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
That's all it comes down to. Put hands and feet on that boy, and then talk to me.
Well, we'll see what happens. You get plenty of time to vacillate over this topic.
I don't want to hear no excuses in training camp when the boys get them hands.
Rookies and quarterbacks will be in camp soon. Yeah, and you're going to see a lot.
Last thing on the wide receivers, I don't believe they'll do this. Go outside of this group, because I think they've got plenty to choose from here. Right, but just to throw it out there, you've got Michael Thomas as a free agent that's still available. You've got Hunter Renfrow that's still out there as a free agent. You've got Corey Davis out there, that first round pick. So somebody's going to take a chance on him. Russell Gage has had some success with Atlanta, with Tampa. And of course, the old man Julio is still in the league and available. So I don't profess that they will or they should, but those are some guys and names that'll get thrown out there once all the trolls, look at training camp, like quick highlight, and somebody drops a pass. Yeah. Get rid of him, bring this guy in.
Yeah. I just want to see the man just go out there and just be him, man. Like I said, drafting speed, like we've seen that, man. Like what else can you do besides have that type of speed? Yeah. Like I've seen that before. Okay, can you run routes? Can you catch? Can you get open? Can you get separation? That's what I want to see. Like I keep all this speed stuff is cool, but can you be that receiver?
Can you catch a wrench?
Can you catch a wrench?
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, couple more comments, and we'll go to the next Lou's upcoming game here. Kareem, I'm willing to bet Dre, my Lenny, I'm going to win from Nick. Worthy greater than Metro this year. John Harrison, I forgot what analyst said before the draft, but he said that he thought Worthy was a smaller, faster version of Jordan Addison from the Vikings, based on route running, etc. I like that. I like that comparison, John. I love Jordan Addison.
Yeah,
I really do.
I think he's more Djax.
Either way,
I agree with that one too.
Again, here's the thing to keep in mind, and we'll wrap this up for the receivers, is that the way Brett Veach has assembled his receiving core, regardless of the success they've had on the field, they were all good route runners in college. They all had good hands. They were all disciplined. Right. They all had success at whatever level of competition they were playing against. And for Brett, it's like, okay, I'm just going to keep bringing guys in until I get those 5 or 6 guys that I know are going to be the type of players that Andy Reid needs. He revamped the wide receiver position in the offseason, and we'll see what happens. So I think it's going to be a fun group to watch.
Yeah. Julio with his cane.
All right, Hensley, let's go. Strike up the band. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Let's go. Again, that graphic, every time I see it, I just chill.
Bone chill.
Go. Here we go. Fact or cap. I'm going to read a statement. The guys will tell us whether they think it's a fact or cap. You all can play along in the comments. So we've seen all these wide receivers getting paid. We've seen wide receivers, like a CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Ayuk, that are kind of maybe holding out. They stayed away from different OTAs and so forth. Okay, so the statement is this: Brandon Ayuk should, or no, I should not say should. Brandon Ayuk will get minimum $30 million APY, average per year.
I feel like he will. I feel like he will get that money, but it will be with the Commanders. I feel like he'll get traded in mid training camp. I feel like he's gonna go to get traded over there. Probably, because they just 49ers drafted first wide receiver in the first round. So
they did.
And they got Debo. So I feel like, he's gonna get that money. He's gonna go with the Commanders. He's gonna go with Jalen Daniels over there and ball out.
All right.
I agree.
Hense is on fact.
I'm on fact 2.
I'm on fact 3. He's going to the Commanders.
Yeah. That's fact.
He is going to get paid. Yeah, I find it hard to believe that the Niners would go to that number, especially having now just paid Christian McCaffrey and just the way their offense runs through the draft picks that they made. Hence referenced that. So I'm going to go fact, but from someone else. All right, let's bring it to Chiefs. Let's bring it to Chiefs Kingdom. We've been talking about a little bit the defensive line, and Chris Jones as a pass rusher, just the number 1 defensive tackle in the NFL. That PFF list that kind of if you're a troll, disrespected the Chiefs defensive line.
Not anymore.
The statement is this: Furious George gets at least 12.5 sacks this season. Hence,
I would say that's a fact because he's been playing better. With Charles Minner, who comes back and gives him a full season, or the UFA, the Kansas City hero, hometown bred at
FAU.
If he comes along, he's been training with Tom Ali. I'll say yes. You got Chris Jones, you got George Kalafis, Charles Minner, FAU. I feel like you can put up a 12.5 sacks.
I'm gonna say cap. The reason why this is a good cap though, because he got too many pass rushes though, because he's not gonna get 12. Like everybody on that defense line is gonna eat, so he's not gonna get 12. I think it's gonna be a balance. So I wouldn't say that, but I feel like he is gonna get off though.
Nick,
going to get off.
I'm gonna go double fact. Double fact. Yes, Karlaftis will surpass or tie that number, and the Chiefs will lead the NFL in sacks next year. No question in my mind.
I'm going
definitely
fact as well. George is one of my favorite players on this team, and he shows that each year. I mean, from camp to rookie to camp to second-year player to now another camp, and you guys mentioned him working with
a dog though.
So
George the dog, man.
He certainly is an ascending player, nonstop motor. I'm not gonna put him in the same class yet as Max Crosby, but that's the type of guy that I see in George. So
he needs a little bit more fire to be Max.
Furious.
He needs a lot more. He needs a lot more fire. All right, next one.
Now we're gonna get real personal.
Let's get to the meat.
Here we go. So we've been talking. I mean, obviously, everybody's been talking about Travis and Taylor. Nick made a comment the other day. Nick's idea that Travis and Taylor get married is ludicrous. Fact or cap?
I didn't say ludicrous.
Well, no, this is the statement. You said that they would get married.
Yeah,
I'm saying married. The statement is going to be.
There's a rumor out there they're already engaged.
I'm going the other way. Come on, Hense, bring it.
Come on, Hensley.
I'll say, Cat. I don't think it will happen.
I feel romantic.
So actually, I said that it's ludicrous. So you're actually saying fact. It is ludicrous.
Yeah,
not going to get married. Okay.
Not no time soon. I want to say
not too early. I agree.
I messed with you guys on that one. Okay, go ahead, Coach.
I said no. I said not in this time era. I said probably when he retired. I feel like they didn't. They time not.
But you know what's crazy though? Wait, Bo. But you know what's crazy though?
Like he will get married, but not right now. Go ahead.
Right. You know, it's crazy because we don't know how long they've been dating though. We just seeing on like when she came
we know.
to the
We
game.
know the date. We know.
We have a rough idea. I mean, it was probably
months.
around this time last year.
But 10 months? Oh, well, they get engaged. Hey, it is what it is. I mean, hey, it's different now.
It's ludicrous to think they're not getting married. They're getting married.
They getting married. They are.
Yeah, I am. Yes, I'm with Nick there. I think that's definitely going to happen. We don't know when, but certainly soon.
It's going to be outrageous, though.
Here we go. We're going to get personal again. We've all seen the love and the glaze that Hense pours on some of these rookie players that haven't played it down in the NFL.
It's unmatched.
So the statement is this: Hense's love for Jaden Hicks is justified, and he will start over Justin Reed this year. Hense, have you changed your mind?
I didn't change my mind. I said that is a fact. I feel like the kid. I said he's Brian Dawkins.
Yeah, you don't have to, we've heard all that.
We've heard all that. It's just good. Yes or no.
They got enough of your sweet.
You got your 15 minutes on the topic last show.
He said, "Come on, man, it's too sweet, man."
I feel like he will. I feel like because
Let's go, Coach. What do you got?
I say Cap, man. I say Cap. I think Reed gonna have to earn it from Reed. I think Reed gonna take over. He's still gonna be the starter, but.
I didn't say, but actually, I said he will be a starter.
We'll see.
Don't y'all justify. Don't y'all justify that. No. He said he's gonna be the starter.
I'm on the Cap path on this one.
Yeah, I got Cap.
Yeah, okay. I'm not feeling it. Maybe when Reed leaves, but not yet. Okay, here we go. I'm an equal opportunity offender here, so I'm going to jump on Coach. So, this one has come up many times. But first off, explain the whole OBJ thing, 7-10. Just so for people that may not know, explain that piece.
Real quick. OB 7-10 to me is like this. I'm gonna explain to y'all. He's gonna go out there in Miami, he's gonna get 710 yards. 710 yards.
Yeah. Wait. Exactly 710 yards.
Exactly.
You said 700 and you said 700 yards and 10 touchdowns. Me and Kareem, we all got it written down.
All right, so that's the 710. Okay.
Wait. Hold on now. Wait. I did 710. I'm saying 700. The point is this, though. Y'all got to put some respect on OBJ, so he is going to get them numbers right. Because
okay, well, I'm trying to understand what the numbers are, and I don't think
they came out of thin air
picture yet.
They just came out of thin air.
Oh, okay.
So is it 700? Is it 700 yards and 10 touchdowns?
10 touchdowns.
Okay, so
10 touchdowns. Yes.
The statement is Andre's assertion that OBJ will go for 700 yards and 10 touchdowns is BS. Factor Cap, Hense.
I say it's Cap, it's BS. He is not going to get those 700.
So you're saying fact.
You're saying fact.
Statement is fact.
Yeah,
it is BS.
It's fact. It is BS. I feel like he ain't going to 7-10, Mr. 7-10. He got Tyreek Hill. He got Waddle in front of him. And they took another wide receiver in the draft. So, I don't think OBJ probably will make the team, sir. He probably won't make the team by trading.
Ooh, no, he's gonna make the team.
Coach, we know what you're gonna say. So, Nick, what you got?
He will not surpass those numbers.
Dang. Yeah, those are some tough ones. He may again. I don't put it past him to get 700, but he's not getting 10 touchdowns.
No,
so
Tyreek Hill won't allow that.
I'm going to say
Tyreek Hill got kids to take care of. Man, he ain't worrying about no touchdowns.
Okay, and here we go. This one may break the internet. Do we have time?
All right, one more.
Okay. There's a lot of talk about the current Olympic team and how Jaylen Brown didn't get even when the claw decides not to play. They bring in the other kid from Boston. Who was the one they brought in? I didn't write his name down.
I don't know. I'm not paying enough attention to it. So
well, it's not Jaylen Brown, okay?
Right.
But
no,
all that said,
yeah.
The statement is this: this current Olympic basketball team is more talented than the Dream Team.
Hell no.
Hensley.
No way.
Okay.
I say you said more talent.
Yeah.
I say yes. Because
what?
Because my guy Stephen Curry is on the team and that's the only player you need. The greatest basketball player.
You're talking about some of the greatest basketball players of all time on that team.
Hell nah.
I say
no.
Looking into the Rubik's Cube that ain't finished yet, but it will be. I say this guy will
just like Hense, the cube is a work in progress.
Right, it ain't working properly yet. Hell no, man. Big cap, man. Big cap.
Larry Bird, you guys are all
Johnson,
cap.
Jordan.
The only thing I will say
Hell
is this:
nah.
is that any team with Jordan on it, it's gonna have a special shine. But you also have to remember that Bird was basically a non-factor. Magic hadn't played because of the HIV status, so he didn't play a whole lot. Ewing was kind of there. Mullen was at the end of his career, and so forth. You got a lot of guys in their prime. Now, I get it. LeBron is very old, but you've got some all-time players on this team. You got a bunch of guys that are all been all-stars, all NBA, and that team, remember, had Christian Laettner on it, so that sucked some of the talent level down. So
here's my problem, though.
I'm still sticking with Michael, but there is an argument there. I think you got to look at it.
I think the best player on there, it's Stephen Curry. So why not?
Ain't no way in the heck. Ain't no way.
I think the argument is this. I think the era,
AD and Ant coming off the bench.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the era of the time between the Dream Team and now, the international basketball has changed so much.
Now who is smoking?
And I just think that team was so well coached, so well put together. And you're right.
What the hell? Daly didn't coach that team. Michael and Magic coached that team.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know
Daly rolled out the balls and said, "Let's go," and the rest of the world wasn't as good. And that's not really part of the assumption here. The assumption is just the fact that all the guys on this current team, outside of LeBron, are kind of still in their prime. I mean, even Steph had one of his best seasons of his career.
They ain't got no dog in them, Lou. They ain't got no dog in them. That's the heart. They ain't got no heart.
Yeah, I think
they ain't got no dog in them.
I think we've crossed the line. We created an intervention.
This is a good one. This is a good one, man. This is a good one.
Hey,
it's a lot. I think it's a lot.
Jerome is talent-wise cap.
But if you look at the team, you got Stephen Curry, LeBron James. Them two right there, speaks for itself.
No, it don't.
You got. What's it does, Dre?
Scottie Pippen is locking down LeBron James.
AD,
who's locking down? Who's locking down Curry?
Tatum.
Oh, Curry can't listen. Stephen Curry to me can shoot his butt off, but he's not coming to that paint. He's not coming to that paint, bro. They gonna wear him out. They're gonna wear him out.
Who's locking down Curry? I'm just saying.
That team is gonna wear him out.
Jordan,
I tell you what, they were a little bit older. That's the only thing is now again, if you put them both
prime
in their
for prime.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm saying current as they're currently were composed. So anyway, it's just it was. I think it's pretty thought provoking just because now again, I think all 12 of those guys are in the Hall of Fame, other than Christian Laettner, 11, whatever.
11 out of the 12, yeah.
Where again, this team, you've got, I don't know. I mean, can you say that any of these guys, I mean, outside of the guy that they just brought in, God, this is escaping me, his name. This is bad. I feel bad. I'm better than this. I should have his name.
Look at that. Hey, listen, Bo, that's go talk. It says go talk. He said, I'm better than this. Let's go talk. I agree. Hey, Lou, I mess with you, Lou.
Y'all in the comments have at it.
All right, here we go. We got Devon Booker, Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Jason Tatum.
You got Durant still
with Drew.
Wow.
Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, and Joel Embiid.
It seemed like Lou changing his mind.
Adebayo is the dog.
Let me look at this. Let me look at this roster. Steph Curry's a Hall of Famer, no question.
No question.
Anthony Edwards is way too soon.
Yep.
I think Jason Tatum is a Hall of Famer. I think LeBron, Kevin Durant. I think Joel Embiid will be one as well. Anthony Davis probably as well. So that's a lot. that's a lot of superstar talent.
You posted up, and again, I mean, you really have to take into consideration. Bird could barely walk. It seemed like Chris Mullen was at the end of his career. Magic,
what about David Robinson
that time?
What about David Robinson? Who gonna lock up David Robinson?
Well, I would say you could put Bam or AD on him.
They not messing with David Robinson, the Emerald. No, AD soft. AD is soft.
Anthony Davis is one of the best defensive big men
you'll
ever see.
He has no heart, though. He's soft.
Okay. The question should be who's gonna
Drexler, John Stockton? Charles, what we talking about? What we talking about here, man?
All right, man. We will finish. We will finish this off the air. All right.
Okay.
You guys all can continue on ChiefsBlitz.com, on @ChiefsBlitz on YouTube. Continue the conversation.
I'm gonna make a whole piece of this video. I'm gonna make a whole piece of this video.
That's this week's edition of Fact or Cap, brought to you by the mind of Lou Montagna.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Good stuff. Great show, everybody. Weekend's coming up. Be safe. Enjoy some.
I thought we had the story time with Nick.
You know what? All right, let me find something here. Hold on a second.
Hey,
I don't know if I did this one or not.
You stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
I know.
Man, talk about it, man.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll do this one. So I didn't do pictures. Now, as everybody knows, my collection is personal in every way. And there's a gentleman who I've been friends with for probably 25 years, and his name is Wes Chandler. You can see that signature from Wes Chandler and his San Diego Chargers helmet, and his quarterback was Dan Fouts. I've known Wes a really long time. We worked together in a professional spring league called Major League Football for about a decade, trying to get that developed. And he's one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. And what I love about Wes is, if everybody remembers, he was a top draft pick, potentially going to Kansas City when he was drafted back in I can't remember the year. Mm-hmm. But I think it was the year that Art Still was drafted by the Chiefs. He told me multiple times he did not want to go to Kansas City. And he ends up getting drafted, I think, 8 overall by the New Orleans Saints. They ended up trading him to Air Coryell out in San Diego, and he and Dan Fouts and that amazing team.
History.
Oh, my God. Probably one of the best.
That was the original greatest. That was the greatest show on grass. Charlie Joyner.
Can't tell. Here we go.
Wes. You had JJ in there for a while.
JJ, and Jefferson.
John Jefferson. Kellen Winslow.
Muncie.
Chuck Muncie in the backfield. Who was the other one? Brooks, the little scat back, played for the Bengals as well. I mean, that was offensive football. That was I get kind of the precursor to Vermeil and Mike Martz's team. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, Don Coryell was a genius. And if you look back at it,
former Cardinal coach.
Yeah, Wes was fast. And he talked about, his time there and how great it was. He hated playing in the Frozen Bowl at Cincinnati in the postseason,
man,
where that ridiculous turf was concrete, basically. And 1978, number 3 overall. I think Art Still was drafted number 2,
right,
if I'm not mistaken. And I want to say Warren Moon was number 1, but I can't remember to be certain.
Warren Moon went undrafted in the NFL.
I thought I don't know, maybe it was a quarterback they took in 78. I can't remember.
Directly to the CFL.
What's that?
Directly to the CFL. He was undrafted.
Okay, my bad. Sorry about that. My history is a little behind today. But anyway, Wes was a terrific guy, terrific person. He dealt with a lot of injuries and a lot of issues. And if you just watch some old game film and you look at especially his game tape from University of Florida, I was actually at his induction into the Florida Hall of Fame. First time I've been to Gator Stadium, and it was a trip, man. It was one of the craziest times. If I was more prepared, I got a picture from there with him and
the swamp.
The swamp. It was just It is not like anything I've seen in a college football environment. And I think this is when they were kind of bad at football. And I don't even remember who they were playing, but that stadium was just absolutely rocking, and the fans were great. So that's my quick story. I'll be more prepared next Friday, I promise.
But that was a good story.
Let's go, Wes. Yeah, he was a big time player, in that era. I mean, the Chargers were never able to get over the hump.
No.
I think the closest they came was when they beat the Dolphins in that double overtime or whatever it was, and then went to Cincinnati where the winds
You're not
were
getting
like
it, Kareem.
80 miles an hour. And it was 20 below. I mean, it was just a horrible, horrible game. I think that was 1981. Yeah. Bengals ended up going and playing San Francisco, and that was Joe Montana's first Super Bowl.
Montana was.
Hey, I don't know why Kareem keep talking about this jersey behind you, because Maserati is going to outdo Worthy. So I don't know what he keeps speaking on this jersey. I don't know why he keeps speaking on it for. That jersey's going to stay there, man.
Kudos to John. Thank you. Earl Campbell was number 1, Steele was 2.
There
James
you go.
Litton was 6. So I think, yeah, Kareem, you can keep trying, buddy, but I don't know.
He want that jersey, boy. That's
ain't nothing like that's gonna happen until we get to 10,000.
John, can you explain who the hell James Litton was? Or
I don't remember.
John, what do you got there?
Who is James Litton? James Lofton.
James Lofton. There you go.
It had to be Lou. It had to be Lou, though. Lou said James Linton. Who was James Linton? Oh, Lofton.
Yeah, another burner Stanford dude.
Nothing.
Hey, if I
James Lofton, sorry,
Green Bay Packers.
All right, we're square.
Yes.
All right, guys, that's going to call it a wrap for the show. Appreciate everybody who watched the show today. Please check us out at chiefsblitz.com. Please subscribe. The lower right-hand corner of your screen there is a subscribe button to our YouTube channel. Kareem, listen, if you want the big dog prize, got to get to 10,000 subscribers. We got a long way to go.
That jersey.
If you want to lead the team, you never know what I might part with. Should we surpass that number? So, anyway, appreciate you guys.
Before we close out, we had a question for Coach.
Okay, what a question.
There it is. Mango.
Yes, forgot about that. Our good friend Anonymous Mango is live watching the Euro 2024. He is an obvious huge fan of England.
Get on that Fox Sunday.
España and England will play for the Euro title on Sunday on Fox Sports. In all of his honor, we did watch the semifinals in our separate ways, and it was a great 90th minute goal and one of the prettiest goals you're ever going to see, especially from that angle. England beats Netherlands 2-1, and now they get España, probably the 2 top teams. England has been lackluster at times. Even in the semifinals, they just were kind of going through the motions, but when it came time to put the ball in the net and when the game mattered, they got it done. And I'm going to support my dude Mango. So I'm all in on England. I got England going 3-1.
I got England going because of the juice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rocking what he's rocking with. I'm rocking with team player, man. I'm all for it.
All right.
I love you, Mango, but I can't do it. I really can't. Spain or England continues their years of just ineptitude in late game situations, or not late game situations, but late tournament situations. So I'm sorry, Mango, but I'm going 2-1 Spain.
Ooh,
and sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna be Lou on that one. I'm gonna go with Spain also. But
man, your graphics are gonna suck next week.
I want your team to do well, but hey,
I'm with you, Mango. I got 3-1.
Me too.
Spain is a good team.
Andre too. So 3 against 2.
Man, I can't believe the team just split down the middle. We supposed to be a unit.
Nico Williams. Remember that name.
So with that said, guys, we will be back Monday.
Peace out, everybody.
I can't believe this dude.
Go.
He picked against the dream team. Yes, he got something to talk about.